Welcome back to NBCLX. I'm Tabitha Lipkin. And happening today, the United States Supreme Court will hear a case concerning the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952 and the authority under which the government detains immigrants who are seeking to overturn deportation after a reinstated removal order. The case is Albans v. Guzman Chavez. Now, joining us now is federal attorney Kelly Hyman. First, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us again, Kelly. Now, just to be clear, you're not necessarily involved in this particular case, but you are an expert in covering the Supreme Court. So can you start by telling us how this case started and how it's progressed so far?
Yes, well, thank you so much for having me on the show, Tabitha. I really appreciate it. So this is an immigration case, and basically what happened is the people that are undocumented came to the United States, and then they were removed, and then they came back to the United States because they were concerned about their safety and feared for their life. Now, there's two different statutes under the federal law, and one statute is that while someone is having a hearing making a determination whether they should stay in the United States, they have to stay in detention. There's another provision of the statute that says that when this occurs, that someone can have a hearing on bond. So when these cases are filed in federal court, then they are appealed to the different circuits. So there's different opinions on the circuit courts. Some say that the person can just have a bond hearing and potentially get out, and others say no, they must stay in the detention center, which could be months and years. And so because there's a difference of authority on the circuit court, it was sent to the Supreme Court, and they're going to have oral arguments on that today and make a determination on which statute provision applies.
And what is the Immigration Act of 1952?
It talks about immigration and certain procedures, and this is a procedure issue. And so I think it's important to remember that it talks about what the procedures are for immigration, due process. We live in a great country, and it's important for people to have due process of the law so that you can have some kind of a bond hearing. So that way you show that you're not at any kind of risk. If you're also in danger, that you can stay in the U.S. While proceedings is going on and not be stuck in a detention center all during this time period.
Kelly, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here. Unfortunately, we're having a little bit of audio issues with you, but we appreciate your time and your insight.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.